Taeho sat by the window of his family's living space on the space station. His 4 legs didn't work right. He watched other Morian children play in the common area below, running on all 4 legs the way Morians were supposed to. Taeho was born with a problem in his spine that meant his legs couldn't hold his weight. The space station was home to both humans and Morians. It floated around planet Nexus 7, where scientists from both worlds worked together. Taeho's parents were planter scientists. They studied earth plants to see if they could grow on the Morian home planet. Taeho pressed his face against the clear window. His skin changed color to show his feelings, turning a sad blue as he watched the other children play tag. Morians could change their skin color like earth chameleons. Happy was yellow, sad was blue, angry was red. "Taeho, time for dinner," called his mother Ji-woo from their small kitchen. She had made his favorite food, a mix of earth vegetables and Morian spices. Taeho pulled himself away from the window using his strong arms. He dragged his body across the floor to the table. His parents had put everything low so he could reach it by himself. Independence was very important to Morians. "Did you finish your schoolwork?" asked his father Sungmin, sitting down at the table. "Yes, father. I got all the math problems right," Taeho said, his skin flashing a quick, proud orange. Before returning to its normal green, the door buzzer sounded. Ji-woo went to answer it. "Hello, I'm Hana Kim," said a human woman with short black hair. "I'm the new plant scientist joining your team tomorrow." "Welcome," said Ji-woo. "Please come in. We were just starting dinner. Would you like to join?" Thus, Hana stepped into the room and noticed Taeho right away. She smiled at him. "Hello there," Taeho stared. He didn't meet many new humans. His skin turned a shy purple. During dinner, Hana told them about Earth and her work with plants that could clean air in space. Taeho listened with big eyes. He loved stories about Earth. "And do you have family here on the station?" Ji-woo asked. "No," Hana said. "But my grandfather raised me back on Earth. He used a wheelchair after he got sick. That's a device humans use when they can't walk." Taeho's ears perked up. "What is a wheelchair?" Hana pulled out her tablet and showed him pictures. "See? It has wheels and you sit in it. It helps people move around when their legs don't work well." "Do Morians have these?" Hana asked the parents. Sungmin's skin darkened. "No. Our people believe each Morian must adapt to their own problems. To use outside help would bring shame." Hana nodded but looked at Taeho with sad eyes. The next day, Hana was working in the plant lab when she saw Taeho dragging himself through the hallway. He was trying to reach the big room full of plants from Earth and other planets. The room was called the Arboretum. By the time he got halfway there, he looked tired. Hana walked over to him. "Hello, Taeho. Where are you going?" "I want to see the blue flowers from Earth," he said, his voice showing his frustration. "But it's so far." Hana knelt down. "Would you like me to carry you there?" Taeho's skin flashed between yellow excitement and dark brown shame. "My father says I should do things myself." "I understand," Hana said, "but sometimes friends help each other. That's different from doing everything for you." After thinking about it, Taeho nodded. When they reached the Arboretum, Taeho's skin turned bright yellow. Plants from 20 worlds grew in the huge space. Trees with purple leaves reached toward the ceiling lights. Flowers that changed color, like Morian skin, bloomed in patches. Vines with tiny lights climbed up walls. "It's amazing," Taeho whispered. Hana watched his joy and made up her mind. That night, she started drawing plans. She would build something to help Taeho move around by himself. Not exactly like Earth wheelchairs, but something made for a Morian body. "Everyone should be able to explore," she said to herself. "Even if I have to break some cultural rules." She didn't know yet how Taeho's parents would react, or if other Morians would be angry. But seeing Taeho's eyes light up in the Arboretum told her this was the right thing to do. Sometimes the best way to make friends between different worlds was to start with one simple act of kindness. Hana couldn't stop thinking about Taeho. Every day, she watched him struggle to move around the station. While other children ran and played, he could only drag himself short distances with his arms. His blue-tinged skin showed his sadness when he thought no one was looking. One evening, Hana sat in her quarters looking at old pictures from Earth. She found one of her grandfather, in his wheelchair, smiling as he moved easily through a garden. Grandfather always said his wheels gave him freedom, she whispered to herself. Tae-ho deserves that same freedom. The next morning, Ha-na visited the station's engineer, Do-hyun. I need help with a project, she explained, showing him her rough drawings of a wheeled device for Tai-ho. Do-hyun scratched his head. This won't be easy. Morian bodies are different from humans. 4 legs instead of 2, different balance points. But not impossible? Hana asked. Not impossible, he agreed with a smile. For the next week, Hana spent her free time in Do-hyun's workshop. They studied videos of Morians moving to understand how a wheeled device should work for them. They made small models to test their ideas. Meanwhile, Hana spent time with Tai-ho whenever she could. She told him stories about earth animals and showed him pictures of tigers, elephants, and dolphins. Tai-ho's skin turned bright yellow with excitement during these stories. Tigers are my favorite, he said. They look strong. They are strong, Hana agreed. And they move very quietly through forests even though they're big. One day Tai-ho asked, "What was that thing you showed me before, the chair with wheels?" "A wheelchair," Hana said. "People on Earth use them when they can't walk." Could I have one?" Tai-ho asked, his voice barely a whisper. His skin turned a mix of hopeful yellow and anxious purple. Hana smiled. "I'm actually working on something like that for you. But I need to talk to your parents first." That evening, Hana nervously approached Jiwoo and Sungmin in their quarters after Tai-ho had gone to sleep. "I have an idea that might help Tai-ho move around more easily," she began, showing them her designs. Sungmin's skin darkened to an angry red. "This is not our way. A Morian must overcome challenges without special help. It makes us stronger." "But is Tai-ho getting stronger?" Hana asked gently. "Or is he missing chances to learn and grow because he can't go where other children go?" Jiwoo touched her husband's arm. "She means well, Sungmin." "On Earth," Hana continued, "we learned that tools don't make people weaker. They let people use their strengths in new ways. Tai-ho is smart and curious. This device would let him explore and learn more." Sungmin stood up, still angry. "You don't understand our culture." "You're right, I don't fully understand," Hana admitted. "But I see a child who wants to move freely. Isn't that a universal need?" Before Sungmin could answer, they heard a noise. Tai-ho had pulled himself to the doorway and was listening. "Please, father," he said. "I want to try it." For a long moment, Sungmin looked at his son. Then his skin slowly changed from angry red to a thoughtful blue-green. "My son," he said softly, "is it so important to you?" Tai-ho nodded, his eyes wide and hopeful. Later that night, after Hana had left, Jiwoo found her husband looking at old pictures of their family. "Are we wrong to let the human help him?" Sungmin asked. Jiwoo sat beside him. "Remember when Tai-ho was born and the doctors said he would never move at all? But he found a way to pull himself around using his arms. He's always been stronger than they thought." "Yes," Sungmin agreed. "Maybe this wheeled device is just another way for him to be strong," Jiwoo suggested. "Different, but still Morian." The next morning, Sungmin came to Hana's lab. His skin was a calm green. "My wife and I have talked," he said formally. "If you truly believe this device will help our son without making him dependent, we give our permission." Hana smiled widely. "Thank you. I promise it will help him be more independent, not less." As Sungmin turned to leave, he paused. "The device, could it look something like a tiger?" "Tai-ho loves earth tigers." "I think we can arrange that," Hana said, her heart full of hope for the first time since she'd met the little Morian boy who couldn't walk. For 2 weeks, Hana and Do-hyun worked hard on Tai-ho's mobility device. They measured Tai-ho carefully, making sure the device would fit his Morian body perfectly. Morians were shorter than humans, with 4 legs and a long, flexible spine. "The balance needs to be just right," Do-hyun said, "not too heavy in front or back." They built the frame from lightweight metal found on the station. Do-hyun shaped small wheels that would move smoothly on the station's floors. Hana added soft padding where Tai-ho's body would rest. She even painted tiger stripes on the sides, orange and black, just as she had promised. When the device was ready, They called Tai-ho and his parents to the workshop. Tai-ho's skin flashed yellow with excitement when he saw it. "Is that for me?" he asked, his eyes wide. "Yes," Hana said, kneeling down to his level. "This is your mobility device. It will help you move around the station without getting tired." The device had a padded platform where Tai-ho's body would rest. His 4 legs would hang comfortably at the sides. 2 large wheels were in the middle, with smaller wheels at the front and back for balance. There were handles at the front that Tai-ho could use to steer. "Let's try it," Hana suggested. With his parents' help, Tai-ho climbed onto the device. His skin changed from excited yellow to nervous purple as they adjusted the straps that would keep him secure. "Now try to move the wheels with your hands," Hana instructed. Tai-ho pushed the wheels, and the device moved forward a little, then tipped to one side. "I'm falling!" he cried out. Hana quickly caught him. "It's okay, everyone falls when they're learning something new. Let's try again." They made some quick adjustments to the balance. Tai-ho tried again, this time moving a short distance across. "The workshop floor, it's working," Jiwoo said, her skin turning a happy yellow. Even Sungmin's skin showed flashes of yellow, though he tried to keep his face serious. For the next few days, Tai-ho practiced using his new mobility device. At first he could only go in straight lines. Turning was hard and he often ran into walls or furniture. Sometimes he got frustrated, his skin turning angry red. "I can't do it," he said one day after a particularly hard fall. "Yes, you can." Hana encouraged him. "Remember how you told me tigers are strong? They don't give up and neither will you." Tai-ho's determination grew. Each day he got better at controlling the device. Soon he could turn corners and stop exactly where he wanted. He gave his mobility device a name, Tiger Runner. One afternoon, Hana heard excited voices in the station's main hallway. She walked over to see what was happening. There was Tai-ho moving confidently in his Tiger Runner, surrounded by other Morian children. "Go faster," one child called out. "Can you do a spin?" asked another. Tai-ho's skin was the brightest yellow Hana had ever seen. He spun his Tiger Runner in a circle, causing the other children to clap their hands in delight. That evening, Sung-min came to Hana's quarters. "I must thank you," he said formally. "Today I saw my son laugh with other children for the first time. I'm just happy it's working for him," Hana replied. "Not all Morians approve," Sung-min admitted. "Some say we are becoming too human, accepting help instead of facing our challenges alone." "And what do you think?" Hana asked. Sung-min was quiet for a moment. "I think my son's yellow skin tells me everything I need to know." The next day, Hana was working in the plant lab when she heard a familiar sound, the soft whir of wheels on the station floor. Tai-ho entered the lab in his Tiger Runner, moving smoothly between the tables of plants. "Hana," he called out, "I came to visit you by myself. I didn't need anyone to carry me." Hana smiled, feeling a warm happiness spread through her chest. This was why she had come to the space station, not just to study plants, but to build bridges between worlds. And sometimes those bridges were as simple as 4 wheels and tiger stripes. Tai-ho zoomed down the hallway in his Tiger Runner faster than ever before. After 3 weeks of practice, he could turn sharp corners and stop perfectly. His skin glowed bright yellow as other children ran alongside him. "Race you to the food hall," called Minho, a Morian boy who had become Tai-ho's friend. Tai-ho spun his wheels and took off. For the first time in his life, he could keep up with the other children. Sometimes he was even faster. Hana watched from a distance, smiling. The Tiger Runner had changed everything for Tai-ho. He no longer spent days alone in his family's quarters. Now he explored every part of the station. "Your human device has done well for the boy," said Sun Ok, the station's Morian doctor. Her skin was a thoughtful green color. "It's not just a human device anymore," Hana replied. "It's Tai-ho's own way of moving." Not everyone was happy about the Tiger Runner. Some older Morians frowned when they saw Tai-ho wheeling past. One day, an important Morian official visited the station and saw Tai-ho. "This is not our way," the official told Sung-min. "Your son uses human technology instead of Morian strength." Sung-min stood tall. His skin flashed briefly red with anger, then settled into a calm blue. "My son shows more Morian strength than anyone I know. He has found his own path." Word about Taeho's tiger runner spread through the station. Soon other humans and Morians came to Hana and Do-hyun with requests. "My father's hands shake too much to work in the lab," said a young Morian scientist. "Could you make something to help him?" "I have trouble reading small print," said a human engineer. "Is there a device that could make words bigger?" Hana and Do-hyun started a small workshop where they created helpful devices for anyone who needed them. They called it the Bridge Workshop because it brought humans and Morians together. Taeho often visited the workshop after his school lessons. He liked to watch Hana and Do-hyun work. Sometimes he even helped, offering ideas from his own experience. "The padding should be softer here," he would say, pointing to a design, "and these handles need to be lower." One day a loud alarm rang. Through the station, red lights flashed in every hallway. The station's air system had broken down. Oxygen levels were dropping in some areas. "All residents must go to emergency shelters," announced the station commander over the speakers. People rushed through the hallways. In the confusion, Taeho got separated from his parents, but instead of panicking, he stayed calm. His tiger runner moved smoothly through the crowds. As he headed toward the nearest shelter, Taeho passed the main control room. Through the window, he saw humans and Morians working frantically at computers. "We can't find the problem," someone said. "The system shows everything working, but oxygen levels are still dropping." Taeho stopped. From his low position in the tiger runner, he noticed something the others couldn't see. A small panel near the floor was slightly open with smoke coming out. "Look there," he called through the door. "Under the main computer." The engineers looked down and saw the problem. A wire had overheated and was burning through its cover. They quickly fixed it, and the oxygen levels began to rise again. Later, the station commander called a special meeting. Everyone gathered in the main hall. "Today we faced a serious danger," the commander said, "and we were saved because one young Morian saw what the rest of us missed." The commander asked Taeho to come forward. His skin turned purple with shyness. As everyone clapped, "Sometimes seeing the world from a different level gives you a special view," the commander said. "Thank you, Taeho." That night, as Taeho's parents tucked him into bed, Sungmin placed a hand gently on his son's head. "Today, you showed everyone the truth I already knew," he said. "True strength comes in many forms." Taeho smiled sleepily, his skin a peaceful blue-green. "Tomorrow," he whispered, "can we go to the Arboretum again? I want to show Minho the new Earth plants." 1 year had passed since Taeho first tried his tiger runner. The space station had changed in many ways during that time. The Bridge Workshop had grown into a large room, with many tables where humans and Morians worked together on new ideas. Pictures of Taeho in his tiger runner hung on the wall, reminding everyone where it all began. Taeho was no longer the quiet boy who watched life from a window. Now he led tours for visitors, showing them around the station in his improved tiger runner. The new version was faster and had special lights for dark hallways. Do-hyun had even added a small basket where Taeho could carry things. "The head scientist is coming today," Taeho told Hana later as they had lunch together. "My father says he's very important." Hana nodded. "His name is Hyunwoo. He advises the Morian leaders about science." That afternoon, everyone gathered in the main meeting room. Hyunwoo entered slowly, his skin a serious dark green. He looked around at the humans and Morians sitting together. Then his eyes found Taeho in his tiger runner. "So this is the device I have heard so much about," Hyunwoo said. "Come closer, young one." Taeho moved forward, his skin turning slightly purple with nervousness. Hyunwoo walked around the tiger runner, studying it from all angles. "And do you feel this makes you less Morian?" he asked. The room went quiet. Everyone knew this was an important question. Taeho's skin changed to a clear, strong blue. "No, sir. It makes me more Morian because now I can do my part for our people. When I found the broken air system, I was able to help because of my tiger runner." Hyunwoo nodded slowly. "And what would you say to other Morian children who cannot walk?" "I would say they are already strong inside," Taeho answered. "The tiger runner just lets everyone else see their strength." Something changed in Hyunwoo's face. His skin softened to a light green. "6 of my grandchildren cannot walk," he said quietly. "They stay inside their homes, away from others. I came here angry about humans changing our ways, but now I wonder if our ways need to change." The next morning, Hyun-woo announced his decision. The Morian Science Council will work with humans to create mobility devices for all who need them. We will start a program called New Horizons to help Morians with different abilities. Hana and Taiho were asked to lead the program. They would travel to the Morian home planet to teach others how to make devices like the Tiger Runner. On their last day at the station, Hana watched as Taiho said goodbye to his friends. He had grown taller over the year, and his Tiger Runner had been adjusted many times to fit him. "Are you ready for our big adventure?" Hana asked him. Taiho's skin turned the brightest yellow she had ever seen. "Yes. I can't wait to meet other Morians like me. Maybe some of them will like tigers too." As they boarded the ship that would take them to the Morian planet, Taiho turned to Hana. "Do you remember when we first met? I couldn't even reach the Arboretum by myself." Hana smiled. "And now you're traveling to another planet." "It's funny," Taiho said, his skin turning a thoughtful blue. "My legs still don't work. But somehow, I can go farther than ever." The ship's door closed behind them. Through the window, they could see both humans and Morians waving goodbye. Some of the Morians were using new devices from the bridge workshop, tools to help them see better, hear better, or move better. Taiho waved back, his heart full of hope for all the new friends he would meet, all the new places his wheels would take him, and all the new ways humans and Morians would learn from each other.